Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Blue Train with Friends gameplay video. Previously we checked out this new version done by the Blue Train with Friends developers. We're going to go back to the other version that we did in the first 4 episodes. One of the newest versions, well, the newest version that Vic Penguin did himself before doing that developers thing. I also noticed there's another old version that I'll show you in episode 7 where you more or less have everything in here the same, but there are a few characters that look different. For this one, I think we're going to have Oliver pulling a train, because in episode 3, we had Duck pulling a train. Now it's time for his buddy Oliver to take a turn. I just want to wait for my character to load, because he's not supposed to be all gray like this. It would be nice, too, if I could just jump out of this window, but no. It won't allow you. That's one thing I won't miss in the new version of Blue Train with Friends. And I hate how every time you teleport, you have, like, if you do it too early, you'll end up falling into the ground. Let's see, what do we want here? Where's, look, Little Western Good. They're either at Timoth Halt or Haltroff. I'm going to try Timoth Halt first. Alright, perfect. We didn't fall through the ground this time. Yep. Here we go. There's Oliver. I always found it interesting. I think he has like the biggest nose of all the engines. I'm not trying to be offensive or rude or anything, but it's just always grabbed my interest. Well, now he's angry at me for saying that, but I also wanted to check out all of his faces before he went anywhere. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. I always like looking at all the faces. Some of these, they made themselves, but others, like this one, you'll probably recognize from the TV series. It's always cool, too, how they take the extra time to add some of those extra faces that you don't see. Or just, like, something that fits their character. Let's, yeah, content, perfect. We'll go for this one. If Scruffy's also here, that would be interesting, but I see Toad as well. I think we'll stop right here. Let's see all the cars before we do anything. I think we'll keep it simple and just spawn 7 of these. We'll get 4 tankers and 3 of these vans here. I might have to delete this in order to get the vans coupled together without any trouble. Or I probably could have also done it on there, on this track, but we can just do this as well. It might take a little extra time, but it's not that bad. Let's see, I wanted this to be that. The next one will be tar, and then I think we'll do 2 fuel tankers. We'll just hit the other 2 before we change them. There we go. Now we get the fuel cars. Awesome. Toad looks like he's ready. Can we change his face? No, we can just change his eye movement. He doesn't seem to care, though. He's pretty happy. He's always in a good mood. Oh, we don't want that. There we go. That's better. Oh, we can change his face. I can never imagine Toad angry, though. This might be good, or something like this. Imagine doing this with the Bachman models. That would be great. But I like this face the most. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the tongue or the way his eyes are, or both. It's just like,
I'm having fun.
let's do this one. Alright, Oliver, Toad says he's ready to go. I take it you're also ready. I'll take that as a yes. Let's begin. Last time, we actually had to go backwards because there's no Y here that'll allow us to go in the direction we want. So once we get past this station, the train will have to be backed up, and then we'll go as far as we can until we get to the end of the line. I want to see if we can get to the mainland. But something tells me, in order to focus on the newer version of Blue Train with Friends, we might still hit the end of the line at Vickerstown. I am now certified as an Amtrak engineer, because I heard a few of their engineers doing that on some of their trains. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We should get Oliver some lamps here. Actually, no, I want this to be... Nah. We'll just give him one right here. I think that's what he usually has. He usually only has like one lamp either here or on the other side. Alright, perfect. Let's come to a stop here. Then we'll make our way towards Vickerstown. Where's the... Oh, perfect. It's right there. Awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta get rid of that guy. We should be alright if we go a little faster. I also considered adding some more cars to this consist, but I think we'll wait till we go over Gordon's Hill. Because once we go over Gordon's Hill, the only hills we'll encounter will be downhill, and that'll allow Oliver to have an easier journey. I could be wrong. I mean, we might be able to get up with extra cars with ease, but that's not a risk I'm willing to take at this time. Speaking of cars, there's a lot here we could pick up. The fake Thomas. Well, technically he's not really fake. Like, that's the original Thomas. But I remember another video somebody did on Blue Train with Friends where they had that Thomas and a few different variations of Thomas, and they kept fighting like, "Hello, I'm Thomas. I think you'll find that I'm Thomas. No, I'm the real Thomas." And then a fourth Thomas pops up like, "Who the fuck are you lot?" asked Thomas. I might actually do a version of that on my read-up channel. I think I might have hit the whistle button a bit too much, but other than that, I think it did a good job playing Jingle Bells on there. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of the cars we had coupled up to Duck when we drove him through here, but for some reason he derailed. We should be okay at 70, though. We had a longer freight train with Rosie where she was going like 70, and she made it up without derailing. With the lighter consist, if we keep going this speed, I think Oliver will be fine. We shouldn't have any derailments. So far, so good. Decreased to 68, but we are able to increase it a little bit to 69. And we're good. I'm going to slow down here. Ooh. Not bad, we did 118. Alright, I think here we'll pick up some of these cars. Let's come to a stop. Right here. Uncouple Oliver. No, I said uncouple. That's better. We'll have him, I think, right here should be reasonable enough. That way, if the signalman wants to come down and talk to us, that way he can just easily go down these stairs and walk to our engine right here. That way he doesn't have to go all the way towards the station. Like, what's happening, fellas? Ah, nothing special. We're just having a good time together. I don't think I want any of these cars here. We're going to delete those. I'll take a couple of these utility vans. Other than that, I think I'll be alright. We obviously don't need brake vans because, you know, we already have towed. These 7 planks should be good. We're just going to change the load from coal to stone. And while we're at it, whoops, nope. While we're at it, I think we'll also change the appearance on some of these. Like, we'll keep some gray. I want this to be green. Perfect. And since Dentist already has the switches set for him, he's going to do the shunting. His horn sounds like something that belongs on a tractor trailer, though, not a train. Oh wait, we forgot something. Dentist, what are you doing? I don't even know why I'm calling him Dentist. He'll probably get angry, be like, hey, I'm too lazy to be a dentist. I love when Michael Brandon narrates him. No, he has like that one part where he just shouts like nobody can hear him, but he still expects someone to show up really quickly. He's like, help, help, y'all need to rescue me right away. But no one could hear him. Let's see if we can do red for this one. Actually, no. Since we already have red, let's see what other options we've got. Oh, this is good. I'll take that. Now, if Oliver does end up struggling to pull this train, we'll blame Dennis because he forgot some of the cars, and they added some extra ones while he forgot. I want to see, can we cannot change it, dang it. Oh, we gotta jump out here, do that. I could have sworn if we got rid of the blue border on this icon, we'd be able to change the switches, but it doesn't look like it wouldn't let us. Alright, one more of those. Utility van. Oh, wrong way, dentist. What are you doing? If Bachmann somehow ends up making a HO or N scale model of Dennis, I wouldn't be surprised if they deliberately made it so that he wouldn't run properly. Because, you know, he wants to be lazy and not do anything. And they'll probably, like, make it like $90. Or because, since he's not running properly, it should probably be like $50. Or imagine Dennis wanting more. It's like, you can't buy me for $50. I'm worth more than that. But you don't run. You're too lazy. It don't matter. I want y'all to pay more. And speaking of more, I have to pay more attention to what I'm doing because we overran the signal. Or not the signal, the switch. I probably should have moved Oliver a little bit further more. But I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's go back to 10. Can we fit between the switch and Oliver? Alright, good, that worked. We're able to push him forward a little bit. Whoops, I didn't mean to change your appearance. But, you can stay there. Why is it not letting me? There we go. Now let's make sure that's good. Now these two can have a conversation as Oliver pulls them. They better not misbehave, though, if they cause any trouble. But they are troublesome trucks for a reason. Alright, perfect. We're coupled on without any trouble. Let's see if they actually were coupled on. It looks like they are moving. They're all together without any trouble. Beautiful. Lovely. Now that our shunting move was completed successfully, we may continue towards the end. Well, here's one of those hills I was talking about where it makes us go down instead of up. We don't even have to press W. Gravity does all the work for us. Actually, I think we're going to try 70. Or you know what? No, 80's good. There we go. There's Stepney. Just chilling in the shed as usual. One of these days I gotta drive him. I think I will in the next episode. We'll have him pull like a 4-car passenger train and we'll have him go like 80 or 90 miles an hour. But I gotta see if I can get one of my friends to join me in here and do a race. That would be pretty impressive. Or you know something, this camera angle, this kind of reminds me of Old Iron, where you have like this view of Edward, where he's trying to chase down James. That'd be cool if they did that for Oliver. Or more engines in general besides Oliver. Oh, Paxton. That's nice. I gotta get his HO scale model from Bachmann as well. I like Paxton. Oh! I do not like, on the other hand, how this happened. Thankfully, most of the cars are intact. But the fact that Oliver practically disappeared in the hill, that's going to make an interesting episode on Unsolved Mysteries. Juxtaposed Alan, Jim, and Worsdale. I'm going to guess that, my assumption is that Jim's the brake fan. Alright. I could have sworn this is Stafford, but I guess it must be just a random character that they made out of nowhere. Failsworth works. That's too bad. He doesn't look like... Why is he smiling then? If he's from Failsworth. Yeah, there you go. That's better. Well, I did mention how I wanted to drive Paxton, so now I think would be a good time to do that. And of course, they also have Vic. They made a character after him. Marklin, Barry, and D199. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something else I wanted to try since we're already here. For some reason, the eyes on all 6 of these engines are screwed up. Like, you see how the square is clearly in the center, but for some reason, you move it here, and now Skarloey's eyes are centered. That's just... And they're gone. That's a... One of the eyes... Like, the actual eyes, like, out of his head. That would be a pretty funny thing. Like, they see that and like, hey, what's going on there? What is that? I want to see. Can it go out the other side? I see a little bit of it. I think it's the same thing, too, like, for the other side. I actually can't see it. Well, there's that part. Alright, let's keep it realistic here and keep it like that. I mean, with a smaller face, at least it's able to stay in there. Still old-fashioned. Like, you don't have any more options when it comes to speed. Like, you only have, like, notch 1, 2, or 3. Skarloey's eyes disappeared for a second. They're moving on their own a little bit. You see that, right? I'm not moving him. It's just like... I don't know what's causing that. So you got, like... Hang on. What the fuck's going on with the mouse? There we go. So you have the Season 4 appearance, but for some reason, when you blow his whistle, it's from the CGI era. Well, at least we don't have to worry about him being voiced by Keith Wickham. He'll probably, Actually, it would be funny if he was talking on his own, like, Konnichiwa, I am Skarloey, and I am being voiced by Keith Wickham. It appears that my train has derailed, but I am totally content with this. Look, I'm smiling, and in a few seconds, my eyes will spin around as if I'm laughing. And they're gone. And they somehow appeared back into their original position. What the fuck? What the hell? Let's do that again. Alright, so we're going to put them right here. When we jump out of the cab, and if they somehow pop up back into, like, their normal position... He does have a mind of his own. What the fuck? They moved back. Jesus. When the repair crew gets here to rescue Skarloey, they're gonna have... Alright, they're probably not gonna want to rescue Skarloey when they see him like this. They're probably gonna slowly back away and call for a locomotive therapist. I'll be like, Scarloey, your eyes are not supposed to disappear like that. Alrighty, now it's time to run Paxton. Now he also has the same thing that Scarloey has, where you can't change your speed between 10 and 100 miles an hour, but I think we'll be alright. Let's keep it at 55 for the time being. I was considering going on the middle, but I remembered that a few of the cars are actually still on the middle, so we'll have to pass them. And, oh, perfect. There's a switch right there. Awesome. That would make a pretty good Thomas and Friends scene as well in like one of the actual episodes. I wonder what happened to Paxton's horn there. He was doing a bit of a wheelie, still is, but looks like everything's okay. I thought one of the 7 planks was derailed at first, but doesn't look like it is. Let's look at all of Paxton's faces. These are nice. I really like all of these. I think we'll keep it at this. I'm a little upset that they didn't have his actual horn in there. Like when Paxton, in all the CGI episodes that Paxton appears in, his horn also sounded like something on a tractor trailer. It sounded something more like beep, beep. And unlike Dennis's horn, I actually have heard that in a few tractor trailers before. This horn, I mean, they probably did use synthesizers to make it, but I can actually imagine this sound being used for like some kind of a song. Alright, let's turn it. Whoa, Paxton, easy, buddy. You're not a drag racer. You don't need to do wheelies. We do have to make up for lost time, though, so keep up the good work. Oh, this is nice. That's a nice little lake. Is D261 still here? Not seeing him. Oh, I love the way the engine sounds vibrating. I trust you can hear it. Really nice sound effects there. Well, we appear to be getting close to the end. Unless it's still having trouble loading. We should slow down just to be safe. I'm glad I remembered about this section. Otherwise, we probably would have crashed and there would have been a lot of people hurt from debris from the flying mess that the cars created. Alright, doesn't look like we're able to change the switches on there, but this track we're on, there is no switch, so we're going to the right anyway. I think we're actually towards the end right now. I'm just going to plug the charger into my laptop here as Paxton casually derails. Well, at least it was here instead of the actual Vickerstown station, because none of these switches, like the rest of the switches we've encountered, there is no circle to click on to change them. So I think yeah, the tracks just straight up end right there, and we probably could go over there. I see more ground over there. Let's see if there's any tracks that go over there. Or I'll just casually fall to my death. And yeah, I think that'll do a good ending for this video, because I really do not feel like playing around in this room anymore. Like, there's practically nothing to do. Let me out! Help! I'm being held prisoner! Listen, I hear someone shouting over there in that nearby building. Yeah, I hear that too. Should we try to rescue him?
Absolutely not. I'm not just saying that because I'm a douchebag, but he's clearly capable of getting out of that building himself.